Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing programming exercise 26 of chapter 2. Now, exercise 26 says a room has one door, two windows, a built-in bookshelf, and it needs to be painted. Suppose that 1 gallon of paint can paint 120 square feet. Write a program that prompts the user to input the length and width of the door in feet. The program outputs the amount of paint needed to paint the walls of the room. So, by looking at this program, you can tell that you might have a good amount of variables, right? And a lot of variables means that you're going to have a lot of cout statements and cin statements to bring in values of those variables. So the first thing you want to do is put in the dimensions of everything, really. So you have int we'll have these as int for simplification. Door height, int, and door width. And then we're gonna have int door. Now, door, or just a single door, is gonna be the whole area of the door. So, door height is equal to door height times door width is equal to door. That's like kind of what we're going at. Now, what this program is actually telling us to do is that we have a program and we have a room, and in that room there are two windows, a door, and a built-in bookshelf. Now, a bookshelf is literally a bookshelf built inside of the wall. So we don't want to paint those four things: the windows, the doors, and the bookshelf. So we're going to have to be taking in the values and the lengths and widths of the heights and widths of those objects or little accessories to the room, and make sure that we don't paint over them. And make sure also that we have enough gallons of paint to paint the whole entire room. So W1 is going to stand for window 1. So there's going to be two windows, and each of them will probably be of different heights and lengths. So int W1 width. Now all of these, we're not taking 3 measurements because we're only concerned with 2D values, because paint is only applied to the surface area. The only thing where we're going to be taking in 3 values is the entire room. Now, you may not know this, but taking in the area of the outside of a rectangular prism is about the same thing as taking in the surface area of inside the rectangular prism. So let's say if the surface area outside is is, I don't know, 20, the surface area inside will also be 20. So that's what we're kind of that's going to be taking advantage of in this program. W2 height int W2 width int W2. Int room height int room width int room length and int room and into gallons. Now instead of doing the normal cout, cin statements, we're going to be doing the old ones that I used to do. So basically it's going to be pretty standard, just like cout. Please give, I always messed that up. Please give the height, length, and width of the room. Now we cin room height, room length, and room width. Now we end it right there. Now we have you can do this while doing this program and inputting values, or instead of doing this, you could actually just do this. I am personally going to use this method. You guys, if you think it makes your code simpler by having less lines, can do the other method. Now, the next step is we are going to take the measurements of the bookshelf. So, please give the height and width of the bookshelf. CIN bookshelf height. Now, in reality, it actually doesn't matter if you have the height first or the width first, because it doesn't really apply here. So yeah, you can just put whatever. So, and now bookshelf length. 1 second. It's supposed to be bookshelf width. Next, we're going to be doing this for the door. See out. Please give the height and width of the door. CIN. Door height. Door width. See out. And del. Now we are going to be finding the measurements of the windows. So now I'm going to copy and paste to save a little bit of time. Please give the height and the width of the first window. W1 height. W1 width. There we go. Now that we have all the values, we can now go straight into calculating the values. So room is equal to 2 times room height times room length plus room height times room width plus room width times room length. So that is the surface area of the room calculated. Now the next thing we're going to do is find the area of the bookshelf. So bookshelf is equal to bookshelf height times bookshelf width. W1 is equal to W1 height times W1 width. W2 is equal to W2 height times W2 width. Door is equal to door height times door width. And finally, room is equal to room height times room width. Now room, oh wait, sorry, I have no idea what I was doing there. Now room is equal to room minus W1 minus W2 minus door minus bookshelf. You can do that, or if you want it to be a bit simpler, you can do this. I'm going to leave it at that because I think it's a bit easier to read like this. So, now once we have that, we can find the value of gallons, because gallons is equal to room divided by 120. There we go. And now we're going to finally print out the output. You need gallons of paint. We need gallons of paint. Now we will run our program. "20 feet by 20 feet by, I guess, 10 feet. Okay. Give the height and width of the bookshelf. Now this bookshelf is like 5 by 5 feet, I guess. 5 by 5. 4 by 4. And 4 by 4. I'm gonna need 12 gallons of paint to paint a room that has measurements like this. So we can see that this code is pretty much done. Now you could probably have done this without as many variables as I used, but I prefer there to be more variables and have it much more simple. But then again, this kind of looks a bit messy considering that there's a lot of integers. But then again, you can't exactly cut this in half because the only things you can take out of here are the door, bookshelf, W1, W2, and room variables. Well, I guess that's it for this video. Bye.